Fairfax media-owned newspaper, the Sun-Herald, one of Sydney's premier Sunday newspapers, recently went through a revitalisation of its design and layout. The tabloid Sun-Herald is the Sunday sister paper to the daily broadsheet, the Sydney Morning Herald. Simon Dulhunty, the editor of the Sun-Herald, says the redesign was more than a surface facelift for the newspaper.
I think that all editors look at their newspapers and think that they could do something a little better with them, and we've been very careful not to trumpet this as purely a redesign. This has been a rethink of our newspaper which has been built around content. It's not a cosmetic approach to making something look prettier or making something have more bells and whistles on it. This is purely aimed at a rethink around the flow and content of our paper.
Mr Dulhunty says that the overall vision of the redesign will realign the Sun-Herald in the newspaper market.
We're doing two things with redesign. We're creating easier navigation for our readers from front to back in all of the sections. We want it to be less complicated. And number two, we're aligning ourselves with our star sibling, the Sydney Morning Herald. You know, this is our star sibling newspaper. It's Sydney's leading newspaper, and very much we want to use both the talent that's within that newspaper to write more broadly and be a part of the design and production process of the paper, but also we want to have those traditional core values and principles of design that run between the two papers, anything from fonts to colour palettes to grids to pointing devices or puff boxes or any of these things that help us sell the newspaper.
Some of the changes in the redesign include a host of new columnists, pointers on each page which guide the reader through the paper's sections, and a colour change to yellow, which spans across the front page and pull-out sections. Mr Dulhunty says yellow was chosen because of its relaxing qualities.
It's a colour that we identify as being warm. We identify with a colour that is being relaxed on a Sunday. Sunday is a different emotion to Saturday, which is a different emotion to Monday to Friday, and we think that it was a colour that was available to be used and to marry up very much our sections and the front of the news pages. It's something that we now hope to own.
Although the Sydney Morning Herald is a broadsheet paper, Mr Dulhunty says that there wasn't a push for the Sun-Herald to change its tabloid format.
The newspapers on Sunday have very much been in a tabloid market. It doesn't mean tabloid by name, tabloid by nature. It's just the compact size of our product. We're very happy to reproduce with those same core values and principles and traditions, and the same equity in the value of the brand of the Sydney Morning Herald should be what's happening in the Sun-Herald, and we're trying to very much take this paper in an upmarket, upscale direction.
Rebecca Lever, reporting for the MPA.